Bring it on. I can't lose from this side of the desk. It's wonderful. Feels good.
Here we go. Hopping into our first match of the day. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing 5 matches. This is the first one.
Evil and High Style flying in out here. They're looking a little bit past Salty there.
We're wearing the same
straight
shirt.
to Fatal. They are. You guys match. Are you related?
We are brothers.
You have the same hair too. It's very beautiful blue hair.
What do you think about landing? So you kind of played, right? What do you think a key strategy in landing this early on? Game one.
One of the things you see a lot, are, especially if we ever see an overview of the whole map, you see players kind of pick individual positions. Not often do you see people land at the same POI. Now you see in the feed there's already elimination early, which means, like I said, somebody did land. They did land together. But there were times when in the previous 5 weeks where you'll see spots that are completely empty. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times Pleasant Park had literally no one land on it because people were trying to avoid any chance of an early game engagement. A lot of the competitive players try and get established, we'll say, first. You know, get a good base here. Yeah, even here you have blue AR and some shield, which is fantastic. Some traps, ammo. They're gonna collect a lot of resources. They don't want to fight early. Right. You know, they don't want to push in because you could get crazy unlucky. And that whole game is out the window because you failed an early engagement, and it feels really bad. They flashed the map up there for just a second. It looks like we have kind of a west side safe zone, and down here Flush Factory just barely outside of that. So these guys have tons of time. Just like I said, get established, build up some resources. You smash toilets if they really hate toilets. Apparently, man, I guess I hate toilets too sometimes. And yeah, well, they kind of just go from there. Now this is a situation. Clearly, they're looking for somebody around containers. Markout is just kind of, I think you can see the building across. He's just kind of peeking up to see if he can track them. They might be hiding inside the building.
We've actually saw this last week, too. People favoring containers. It's just like a weird kind of place to be because there's so much natural cover in those containers.
On top of that, I think because Epic changed the initial HP on materials, wood is now 90, brick is 100, and metal is 110, which that's completely new. Before this, everything was even at 80, and then even before that, metal actually started the lowest. So oftentimes you saw competitive players avoiding metal until usage of it until late game. Now things are a little different because they have a big chance to utilize. Now here we got a push coming in. Oh, just a quick AR pinch. You say they coordinated left and right side around the semi truck just in case one looked one way and one looked the other.
Yep, and I think so. They downed one player. One player was actually DB now, and then they actually eliminated the final player. And look at these. These are those new skins that you talked to me about.
Ooh, the pistol plays! Kinstar is crazy accurate. Plus, he has one of the new skins on, which everybody knows gives you superpowers.
Yeah. And this is, look, Lunary, J-Biz, and Solary Kinstar.
Kinstar took out Alex. No!
Yep. Rip. But that's all good. There's still plenty of games. Isaac live and Le. Have you seen a lot of Le play? I like him a lot, and I like saying his name. Le.
How can you really be upset about that? Le. It's a good name.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you kind of pointed out, but people are trying to play kind of safe, and there's still 76 players left.
Regardless of Kingpin bonus or not, you'll see people go for safer plays because they can build up, they get better weapons, that kind of stuff, and be able to engage their opponents a little easier, a little cleaner, rather than like you don't want to have a gray AR spam fight early in the game where whoever uses first shot accuracy just a little bit better wins because you don't have any materials, that kind of thing. It can get rough. Ooh,
okay, that was
body shot on hunting rifle. Enjoy these nades, brother. Just chuck them in there, man. Take the structure down.
See, they had 6 grenades this early on. It's got to feel pretty good. I mean, this guy's going to have no cover here in just a moment.
You keep taking it down now. If they...
Oh, streamer, by the way.
Streamer, by the way. Can't wait to see his channel later.
Oh, no.
Got caught out in the open.
So that's Le. Le goes down. It's okay,
Isaac has a chance. So it turned into a 1v1 quick, and if Isaac has enough materials up there, he can take advantage of this. He didn't have to go back for the revive, especially if there was damage dealt to the opponent. He kind of had the top-down view there. You see a little build fight's going to happen, but like I said, depends on how much resources they're sitting on right now. If one of them has a whole ton, obviously a push is not a big deal. Isaac dropped down there, gave away the top down. Isaac is 1 HP. Get him!
He's so close. Whoa, he takes him out. No!
Oh. Isaac went for the thirst for the elimination. He wanted the point
That's right.
just in case, and since he had 1 HP, I mean, that was kind of if he wasn't gonna win the 1v1, that was the opportunity.
Yeah, and I mean every point matters, right? Especially with the prizing being divvied up at the end of every game, so every single elimination, every point makes a difference.
Yeah, I think players are going to look at it a little differently because of that. Granted, you still have the Wrecking Ball if you get 7+ eliminations in a single game for the next game. You still have Kingpin, which is fantastic. It's 3 times the points for the next game. But if they can establish themselves even a couple eliminations in a single game, I mean, that you end up, you come away with a prize. That's fantastic, and you put yourself on the board. What is the little? Are they farming the edge of Greasy? Enjoying the beachfront property down here? What's going on? You see it, just the high aggressive push. He's going to build up and try and catch himself multiple times and do so successfully. But you got to have one sandbag.
Oh, they took a huge shotgun slug. Oh, Warchi goes down.
Dinosaur goes extinct.
It's okay, though. This is Dalo. Dalo is a very phenomenal play. Look at that.
Got it. World first straight attack shotgun. Got it. 2 eliminations. It's crazy. You don't see that very often, you know?
You don't. Look at that. But that's why Dalo is Dalo. He says, look, I take what I got. That's it. I'm going to eliminate you. Don't even worry about it.
See a little up close. More great tag play.
Oh my gosh, you hear the keyboard clicks?
Tibbity. He's speaking my language, man.
What is he saying?
He said he's going to use this C4 to make him very sad, and he did successfully. Great tag comes out and gets another one. Wonderful. That up close, like drop the C4.
And the disrespect.
A little bit of maybe just smiles at the end of that. It's okay. Some dance moves.
Yeah. And that's a Lannis Mitro. He actually won last week, and him and his duo won the week before. So they're good.
The really well plotted C4, like I said, like dropping it right around the corner, stepping around to line of sight it, and just pop it immediately to get the damage dealt. It's fantastic. You bring structures down pretty quick too. And you see here, they're kind of playing around. They're out in
it's a Snobby, right?
Snobby Shores. Really high real estate value here. A lot of these homes are just wonderful. Although, prices are going up right now because it's been a recent surge of violence. You see these people are trying to eliminate each other.
Yeah. Or you mean prices are going down or going up?
It's what you said. Yeah,
okay.
What you said.
Yeah. I figured they're going down because there's so many eliminations left and right happening. People don't want to live there anymore, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crime rate's at an all-time high.
Oh, dude, look at this. So this is the general skin, and they got the fur backpack from the Viking.
We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? That cloak is just the back bling just looks fantastic with literally everything.
Pretty much.
So okay, SMG is extremely common right now because its ability to just take structures out super fast. What's a loadout you would run in a situation like this? Wow.
Oh, wow. So that was actually, that was Dalo and Warchi. We just saw them earlier, and now they are eliminated by Ukes and Platinstaken.
He's going to go scoop his buddy up there. You see he picked up a hunting rifle. Oh man.
Mikolau goes down. My brother from another mother, Tilted Friend, takes down someone. I also just want to address this very quickly, Lupo. We've actually disabled rifts for this game due to a bug, but they'll be back. Don't worry. We'll see some rift action, but I think this is going to change up some strategies, right? Because people are so used to being able to navigate quickly, utilizing those rifts, but how do you think it's going to change things?
Rifts gave players the ability to fly in at opponents even if they didn't have a launch pad, and that kind of made aggressive play a lot more common. Now here, a lot of spam, and they come away with the Elam there, which
pretty good.
They've been doing pretty well. They started with some early snipes in this engagement too. The explosives are always going to come out and kind of spam down any structure that goes up. Just it's counterplay. It's very counterplay. Now this, I was almost expecting just a quick wall there, a box, and an attempt to trap the Skull Trooper that was underneath him.
Oh.
The edit to the shotgun. Oh, you hate to see it.
Flames.
You hate to see it.
Lights going down in flames.
Those fast edits, always super impressive.
Oh, man. So there you go.
A high skill rocket play. Love those too. Even I can hit those. That's good.
There you go. Thanks, Dad. So now, look, they've got another rocket if they so desire. They've got 2 eliminations. This is Reflection. We've seen a lot of this guy over the last few weeks. He's phenomenal.
Now, this is a kit that I can associate with.
Okay.
Especially in these competitive games. All right. An SMG, the drum gun to spam out with, a pump action shotgun to take try and get one hits on people, as many stickies as you can hold, and a ton of healing. And like I said, the drum gun, so powerful up close. He trapped him in a box. You're not trapped in here with me. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Yep.
And he just hold down the left click and get the eliminate. Hold down the left click.
Drum guns are fun, man. And look, he's got now a Chug Jug. He's got 2 slurp juices. I mean,
Stacked.
Yeah, he's stacked.
Stacked.
Right now.
Any other player in this game right now, I guarantee you, would drop everything they had for that kit. That's
Think
crazy.
so?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because sniping early to mid game is good, but late game, all you're gonna see is a lot of build fights. You're gonna see a lot of Bob builders show up. It's gonna be like I'm at home 9 a.m. watching cartoons with my son. That it feels like that every time. Which is, I'm not saying it's bad. I understand that that's Whoa!
Wow! They just team fired.
Was that a no scope that I just saw?
Are you impressed, Lupo? I mean, does this meet your Lupo qualifications of sniping here?
I'm gonna give him a hug if I ever get the chance to. That was ridiculous.
Oh man. Okay, so
there we go.
They take the rift. Interesting. So I think what's cool about the rifts is that once you active them, they're active for like a very short amount of time. So it's interesting that he just kind of like waited, just really quickly looted, and then went ahead and...
You have kind of a window there, to plan your attack, which is good. Gonna drop down the attack. He takes a little bit of fall damage there.
That was Tinny.
Gets Tinny. The 1v2, trying to box him inside, build up above. He's only got 30 HP left, so he's got to play whole save. You see him, he's got to drink the mini shields super fast. Explosive are going to come out to try and bring him down while he's healing. Because his opponent, you're thinking, I still want that elimination. I still want to get that single point, even if that's all I can get, because there's a chance that'll put you above somebody else. So he's still going to get a little more aggressive than potentially he should in 1v2.
Right.
But like I said, he had Kepster down to just 30 HP, so it was a chance for a point. Now you're going to see him, and here we go.
Oh, yeah,
Young going down. Gets the tack, 2 tacks. There we go.
Oh, that was Dan Zizzle. Nice elimination coming out from him.
Tinny and Dan have been removed from the game, we'll say.
Back to lobby.
Sleepy time.
Look, so Young's right now in the storm. He's got to crawl in.
He's got to wait for his teammate. They were close enough to the edge, though. That's not a concern. They had pretty good circle position, at least in that situation. Now, here's what I was talking about before. Plus, by the way, they do have matching skins. With fashion is on point right now.
Yes, 100%.
Well done, gentlemen. But you're gonna see him kind of playing. You see him playing the edge of the zone. Call that gatekeeping. You guys mentioned it before, where you're just waiting to see if anybody comes in last second. They might be taking damage from the storm. Maybe they're already engaging each other. So Young Chip took Gabby out in the feed there, which is too bad. But they're going to kind of wait for the last second to try and get shots. Now, they're coordinating.
First shot. Oh, tags him once on the shield, which is good.
He's going to build up immediately. That Greasy Grove, they might swing it over the Dur Burger, get a double Dur with cheese or whatever whatever the
a Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. Yeah. My apologies. I don't go to Dur Burger very often, Zeke.
Dude, it's so tasty.
It's fantastic.
Get one of the shakes. You will not regret it. But look at this. So they're trying to track down this team somewhere in Greasy Grove. Push them. Oh, look at that. So that one of the teammates is behind them.
Hanging on the top of the garage and doghouse. We got right there between Bass Pro and Dur. The burst fire shots, well-coordinated burst fire shots can be really scary because you can get a lot of damage dealt super fast. The aggressive push there.
Baines goes down. They've got this. It's okay. Just push. I mean, so what's interesting is his teammate goes down. Oh, okay.
Takes a 170, a massive 170.
Massive 170.
Going for the thirst for the point. He finishes with a bludgeon, tries to build himself in, trying to stay safe.
Oh, but Broken says, back to lobby for you. So congrats to Broken finding elimination. So this is back to Young and Kester. Okay. And you talked about it before. These guys were gatekeeping a little bit, and now that the zone is kind of favoring them, they can just keep doing that, right? They've got a little bit of advantage. They can be like, hey, you guys have to come our way.
Assuming they make it out of this build fight. A lot of building up happens now because of kind of recent meta change. A lot of people are using SMGs, drum guns, the compact SMG. Building up isn't necessarily the safest thing, because if your opponent drops down to the bottom very quickly and just shoots out the structure, or now because of how much damage you can do to opponent structures with pickaxe, just knocks it out just with that, you can fall and get eliminated without realizing that it's happening. It's that fast.
It's so fast. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Over to Roby. Yeah, man, this guy is awesome. We saw him last few weeks actually. He's a very good player. He tends to just like laser people, and then people are just like, wait, what? Oh, that was Roby. Oh, okay.
You see a lot of players build up these little two-pane structures. They'll put up like a wall and a ramp on the edge of the cliff right there just to try and get some quick B shots. Spam out with that AR. Trying to do literally any damage you can do in the middle of these. A lot of fall damage.
That's so much fall damage, Lupo. Be careful.
13.
A very... Look at that. They're communicating a little bit. Oh, and they go for the peek.
Aggressive edit.
No, Robbie, you're in the storm.
Move, brother. 23, 21. It's ticking for 2.
Oh, okay.
He's got still has 20 seconds.
Yeah, and he's got
plenty of time.
But look at this.
Goldby went down, though. He's got to try and save his teammate. Flying in.
Maybe? No.
And he's completely abandoning his teammate.
I feel like you kind of have to
see that. Or 2.
Oh! I feel like he should have gone for the med, don't you think?
Yeah, I think a chance to just sit there and bandage, just giving himself a little bit of a buffer, maybe was the right idea. Fixer out here. Gabby went down just a little bit ago. We saw that in the feed from Chip. And hopefully Fixer just hanging out at the edge of the zone. Don't step too far back there, bud. That will do damage to you.
That will hurt so much. Look at this. Reflection still alive. He's got 2 elooms.
Look at the kit now, too. It changed up. It looks like he had to use that chug jug at some point, but it's okay because he's sitting on 8 hand grenades and 7 stickies, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be anybody that attempts to build a structure against him because it is just not going to stick.
Oh, man. Oh.
That's somebody locked in a box over here.
Wait, are they there? Are they actually... Reflections kind of look... Okay, there's definitely a player in this box, right? That was just built. Oh, that was Teddy. Let's go. Okay, so they find an elimination and just immediately thirst him out, right? They're like, hey, we need these points.
Oh, absolutely. You have to. You got to secure the elims. And you saw there, too, as he's throwing the stickies against the wall, his teammate's going to shoot out the wall to try and get the instant explosion, too, just so they can, like, push as fast as possible. You catch people off guard with that. These little double edits, they'll put the roof up and then the flat one and then a little triangle on top.
Right.
Kind of peek through is, oh man, so sneaky. So sneaky. Why can't we just play I'm just kidding.
This is Mitro. We saw him win last week and the week before. He's got Liquid, Mista hanging out. I like Mista Mitro. Mista MMs. Okay, double M's. I like it.
What are we doing?
I don't know. But look, check this out. So we saw a lot of this. We've seen a lot of this over the last few weeks, right? It's like the zone ends on a mountain. And what people tend to do is instead of just like running up and like establishing their place, they kind of wait. And then what inevitably happens is everyone's racing to the top of the mountain. People slide down or lost to the storm left and right. So we'll have to see how people play this because I'm curious to see if people, okay, Method Jetpacks goes down and eliminated.
Thirst. And they're, like I was saying before, throwing the stickies, trying to coordinate fire with your teammate, and he's just going to push in. There's not a whole lot of structure there because the pyramids are going to keep him from building up ramps on top of that. And these two guys are just going to push like crazy. They see the elim, they see an opportunity for it.
Dude, Mitro has 5 eliminations already. Oh my god!
And it's crazy to see if you, like you said, look at the minimap. There's 26 players left right now. Everyone is canning up. Very few people. You're only going to see people go down in a game like this if there's a rotation that's forced, which is about to happen. Everybody's got to go southwest because of the new zone. So you're going to see all these players. You see a lot of people that are in good position on the south side of the mountain already are just going to kind of adjust over there and move it. Yep. Move it in the right spot. I don't know what that sound was, okay? That was don't question me, Zeke. But they're going to move into the safe zone early. They're going to sit and they're just going to wait for people to come across. People that are on the north side, east and west side of that hill are going to have, they have to move. Yep. They have to move early, too, because this thing's going to move fast enough. It's far enough outside of the current zone, the new one, that it's the movement speed for it is going to be pretty quick. And they've got 45 seconds to make a decision now. You see some of these guys, Kepster and Young, are just going to try and scoop up any materials, any weapon upgrades that they have sitting around. See a heavy shotty there. Gonna swap it out.
A launch pad.
Oh yeah. Now these guys are sitting, they might be on the northeast side of the hill, but they're actually sitting pretty because they have the launch pad. They can kind of fly out if they need to. I'm a little surprised to see him pick up a hunting rifle over an additional stack of minis just because of the way that some of these players play. And he only has 75 HP total, 50 shield and 25 hit points. Right. Which means minis are going to be super important. Let's bro, did you just edit your buddy? Come on.
He said, not like this.
Youngie just wants to hang out, be a nice guy.
Come on, Young. It's Kepster.
Here we go. Like I said, pushing with that launch pad, going to try and get into a good position. They might fly straight to the zone and just, you'll watch them turtle up instantly here if they don't get picked on the way in. They flew past somebody to the right. There's no launch pad down below.
Look at this.
And here we go. One of my favorite parts of these competitive games is how players turn into human gophers. They build these crazy complex tunnel systems where they're trying to hide from everybody above. And I'm not even kidding. That is a skill that is actually pretty impressive how fast. You see there, he whipped out a ramp, 4 walls and a roof in about half a second because of how fast these guys can build and edit and put themselves in safe positions. And it kind of turns into this sandwich effect where you have people way up top, you got people all the way down at the bottom, and then you have like teams scattered around in the middle, especially with 19 people left. You see a build fight going on up there. Take just tap our Kevster's just trying to cheese. We call that third partying. You just see, hey, guys, I'm here too. I would like to be involved in the fun, but please don't shoot back.
Yeah.
And that's what it's perfect. It works really well. We've seen tons of players over the last couple weeks do that and come away with a bunch of eliminations because they are they're in a situation where nobody's looking at them. They don't have any pressure on them, but they have perfect angles on people that are already fighting.
Right.
They might be the person that gets like the last 30 damage in. And get the elimination.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's cool too is all you have to do is down someone, right? And even if someone else finishes off that player, it still counts
get the point.
as your elimination. Yep. Exactly. Oh my gosh!
Buddy before the wall starts moving, he's got 20 seconds.
Yeah, so that's power. Fnatic Power is down there at the bottom because this is Jarl. Or yeah, that's Jarl. This is power.
Grenade launcher shots coming out. Jarl has what, 10 HP, 8 HP left, which is insanity. And that drop down where they'll jump off a structure, wall, and then a floor to catch themselves. Yep, super cool. Oh, and the snipe shot.
Oh my gosh! Look at that Kevster
bring home, dude. That third party, you got players pushing in from outside the zone, so he's got an opportunity to just take advantage of all the. There's a lot of panic happening. So he and his teammate Young can get one side, Kevster can get the other, and just try and kind of get angles on people, or they could push together and just take out an entire team individually.
Oh, man, dude, I like the way they're building right now. They're making sure to own as many walls as possible. Now this is scary that the storm is ticking for 10. Okay.
Young's got to move in. Kevster's out. There's no way that.
Okay, it's okay.
It would be very surprising.
Oh, he just boxed him out. No.
He's still taking.
Oh, it's fine.
He was just barely inside the safe zone. Well done.
Look at him.
My apologies to Young. I thought that was a throw. I thought that.